got to do some soul searching.
Cheers. It's Soul Searching. What up, sneaker lovers? It's your favorite father-son duo, A Dizzle, M Dizzle. And today we're here to talk to you about the Reebok Classic. Now, when you think about Reebok Classic, I think you probably think, the leather version mostly, your whites, blacks, or even your solid suede colors. Which is what comes to mind when I think about them. But ultimately, this is the Reebok Classic Nylon. And so it's made out of mostly nylon, if you will, for sure. If you don't know a lot about Reebok, well, it's some interesting stuff about it. Well, the Reebok Classic specifically, it debuted in 1983. It's, popular all throughout the 80s and the 90s for both men and women. But Reebok, the brand, was first established in 1958 in Bolton, England, by brothers Joe and Jeff Foster, and they inherited the brand as part of a family business. Their father, J.W. Foster, had started the business. I think J.W. Foster and Sons in 1895. Now I don't know what the business did before it started doing shoes and clothing. But yeah, so Reebok has essentially, although it was, the name was coined in 1958, the business from which it was birthed has been around since 1895. Nowadays, if you're familiar with Reebok, then you're probably familiar with one of their stakeholders, who's one of the biggest, best athletes of all time and biggest brands and names in the world, by the name of Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah. So big shout out to Shaq Daddy. But anyways, man, Bruh. But anyways, I got these sneakers a few months ago at Gabe's. Gabe's be getting, some stuff.
Gabe's Garage.
That's Gable's Garage. But Gabe's, it's a department store that, gets stuff from other retailers that they don't sell anymore. And these were like $30. I'm like, let me just go ahead and grab them. So I actually haven't even worn them yet. So they're brand new in that regard. They've been sitting in a closet. So now we're doing a soul searching with them, man. What you like about the shoe, Sonny? You don't know? Look at the shoe. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Took a knot out the shoe. Well, thank you. Look at you. You're just a craftsman. Oh yeah, fire. Oh yeah, there you go. So anyways, the sneaker, from what we gather, has a nice little cream sole, and then that cream, off-white color, is consistent throughout other parts of the shoe. That's definitely the nylon feel right there. So in the lower and the upper, you get that cream color. You get it on the laces. You get it on the toe box area. You get it on the outside, the inside. You get it back on the heel. You feel me? Then you also got, I don't know what you would call this brown color. A rustic poop brown, maybe. I don't know. You get that, and then you get the black. And there's a little suede here as well, which is kind of like an off gray. So you get 4 different colors on this shoe, and I think they come together very well to make this Reebok Classic right here. If you look at the bottom, what we got, we got that same little brown, the cream, and the black. We got Reebok spelled out. Boom, shakalaka, I should say. Shout out to Shaq one more time, man. And yeah, so I'll eventually wear these, but they just haven't come out yet because I haven't had a need for them yet, man. Sonny,
What?
are you ready? Are you ready for the smell test? Boop! Smell them. What do you smell?
Nothing.
You don't smell nothing.
I smell something from the garage.
These don't smell like the garage. They weren't in the garage.
I still smell too.
I don't get the new shoe smell, but I don't get a funky smell either like that. They probably haven't been in a shoe box or store for a while, but they haven't been worn. So that, there's no foot odor or bad smell. It just doesn't, you just don't get the new box, new shoe smell in these either though. All right. You know what's next? Tell me what you hear.
Nothing.
Boop, 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 boop.
Here.
Ant-Man, can you hear me?
No.
How you doing today? You just hang up on me? He just hung up on me. Why he hang up on me, bro? Uncalled for. I hear the cash register and the associates at Gabe's. It's a big store, so I hear people moving around. I hear coat hangers. I hear shopping carts. Yeah, shout out to Gabe's, man. Shout out to the find. I always find a good pair of sneakers in there every once in a while, man. So there it is, man. It's the Reebok Classic, the Nylon Men's Edition. And I don't know what the specific colorway is, but we're going to call it a rustic poop, black, a soft gray, and a creme de la creme. You dig? Yes, son?
How do you rate them?
How do I rate the shoe? You said what?
How cool.
How cool? I'm going to give these probably like a 6 out of 10, brother.
Oh.
Yeah, they're cool. They're definitely cool, but they're not like the flyest shoes I've ever seen.
What are the flyest shoes?
The flyest shoes. Is this an interview now, brother? The flyest shoes that I've ever seen, man. Probably. Let's see. Dog, I actually, you put me on the spot right there. Flyest shoes that I ever seen. Probably the Adidas Kobe joints, the Crazy Eights. I had, years ago, I had this pair. They were like 3 different shades of gray, like dark gray, light gray, middle gray, charcoal gray. And they had this like teal, accent in them. And those were probably the flyest that I've owned myself. But like, even just the shoe in general, whatever colorway, they got this super dope maroon colorway for it too. I love the Adidas Crazy 8. I like the Crazy 97s. Look, we can keep it Adidas too. And Adidas Kobe specifically, because I like the Kobe ones. Those were fire. I used to have those. I had those in white and black as a kid. And then after that, I got the moon shoes too. I think were the Kobe 2s on Adidas. And those were like space boot basketball shoes. People thought they was weird. I loved them, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the Crazy 8s, the Crazy 97s. Those are probably like some of the flyest shoes that I've ever seen. Like, I'm putting up against any Jordan, against any foam. Like, yeah, I like the Adidas Kobe shoes for sure. What's the flyest one you've ever seen?
I don't know. Probably the orange ones that we did.
The orange ones?
The blue and orange ones.
Oh, you like those ones, huh?
Yeah.
All right, fly.
The one got from next sporting goods in September whenever you had your surgery.
No, I remember.
Your surgery, right?
That's right. All right, man. You got any last words?
No.
All right. There it is.
You've got to do some soul searching.